Everyone, welcome back to a new post today. Let's continue with the most important topics that we need to keep track for September 15th. And the very first is about Dangar. Now, this community has been in news because it has been demanding for the scheduled tribe status, and that too in the state of Maharashtra. Every state has their own scheduled tribe specific list of scheduled tribes which go on to get advantages like reservation, specific schemes. You have a dedicated a fund for the scheduled castes and the scheduled tribes, etc. So there is a separate Ministry of Tribal Affairs which goes on to make policies for the tribes and the scheduled tribes as well. So in Maharashtra we have 45 tribes, and out of this there is a tribe called as Orient Dangad. So Orient is the name of the tribe, while Dangad is the name of the region. While the people of this Dangad region say that they want to have the scheduled tribe status to get the advantages on par with the Orient Dangad. However, the Maharashtra government is against this, saying that will create confusion because the name of the tribe is Orient and the place name is Dangad and not Dangar. So the Dangar community and not the Dangad. Dangad is the region, or Dangad community is looking for inclusion. Apart from that, they are also available in Karnataka as well, where they are demanding for the scheduled tribe status. Let me tell you that the centre can accord the scheduled tribe status under the Constitutional Scheduled Tribe Order of 1950 by the President of India under Article 341 of the Constitution. So this is about 341 and 342 deal with the definition of scheduled caste and scheduled tribe, and mentions that these are the list of the communities that have been mentioned by the President in his constitutional order. So this is about the first issue. The next is about Hurricane Helene. So what exactly is Hurricane Helene and where did it occur? Now let me tell you, hurricane is nothing but a tropical cyclone or a storm, but the name varies based on the region where it is occurring. We have tropical cyclones and temperate cyclones as well. So there are different conditions under which a tropical cyclone forms, and there are different conditions under which temperate cyclones are formed. Temperate cyclones are formed at fronts, while the tropical cyclones are formed at sea, where the ocean water provides the energy for the tropical cyclone. Now there has been extensive flooding and catastrophic results because of the Hurricane Helene in Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, Virginia and Tennessee. The tropical cyclones are usually, so it's a form of a tropical cyclone based on the place. It is called as a hurricane. In Atlantic Ocean it is called as a hurricane. In the South China Sea and the Pacific it is called as typhoon. So tropical cyclones typically form on the large water bodies which are warm, and they derive their energy through evaporation of water from the ocean surface, which ultimately condenses into clouds and the rain, and it rains when the moist water cools and saturates. This energy differs from the mid-latitude or the temperate cyclone storms called as nor'easters or European windstorms, which are primarily formed because of horizontal difference of temperature, not vertical difference of temperature. That's because of formation of fronts, that is merging of a cold mass and a warm mass. That warm masses come from equatorial region to the polar region, and cold masses from the polar to the equatorial region. Tropical cyclone is a rotating storm which has a center of low pressure, and which is also called as the eye of the storm, and it is a closed low atmospheric circulation with strong winds spiraling outside, because the pressure the wind flows from the low pressure to the high pressure, and therefore there are spiraling winds outside which produces heavy rainfall, clouds and squalls as well, depending upon the location and the strength. The tropical cyclone is called as hurricane and typhoon, tropical storm, cyclonic storm, tropical depression, or simply a cyclone as well. Hurricane is a tropical cyclone that occurs in the Atlantic Ocean, Northeast Pacific Ocean. Typhoon occurs in Northwest Pacific Ocean. In the Indian Ocean and the South Pacific, they are called as tropical cyclones. So depending on the wind speed, there can be very severe cyclones. And the Indian Meteorological Organization is a regional center for the WMO, which provides cyclonic data not only to India but also in the Arabian Sea and the Bay of Bengal, the countries around them, who give on their names to the tropical cyclones based on alphabetical manner. So this is about the Hurricane Helene and how it is affecting US. The next one is about Create India Challenge. Or Prime Minister Narendra Modi spoke about this Create India Challenge. It is associated with the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting, and in August 2024, during the 78th Independence Day celebration, it was unveiled, and the challenge will serve as a precursor to the upcoming World Audio, Visual and Entertainment Summit, aligning Prime Minister's vision of Design in India, Design for the World. And this was specified in the 78th day address. This Create in India Challenge covers 25 set of skills like reels, YouTube, short film making, etc. And he has called on the youth to participate so that it can create entrepreneurship opportunities and also employment as well. Let me once again remind you, it's under the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting. And the next one is about Gaza Strip. So Gaza Strip is one of the two territories of Palestine, the other being West Bank. Gaza was a part of Egypt, and it was separated after the Arab-Israeli war. So it is mostly inhabited by the Palestinian territories. It is just 41 kilometers and some 300 and change square kilometers, but it is the most populated site of the world, most highly unemployed site of the world, and the youngest population also resides there. Also, it's 39th in the form of population growth as well. Gaza is one of the densely populated territories. It is bordered by Egypt in the southwest and Israel in the east and the north. It is a very small territory on the eastern coast of Mediterranean Sea and is smaller than West Bank as well. Gaza was controlled by Egypt until the conclusion of the 1948 Arab-Israeli war, and it became a refugee for the Palestinians who were fled the 1948 Palestinian war. Later in the Six-Day War, that's 1967, Israel captured and occupied Gaza Strip, initiating decades-long military occupation of Palestine. And now, after the Oslo Accords in 1990, Palestinian Authority, which is just a limited governing authority, has the power to rule these Palestinian territories of Gaza as well as West Bank as well. So this is the second last one, and the last one for the day is about the risks of the Great Nicobar project. What exactly is this Great Nicobar project? It is a 72,000 crore Great Nicobar Island infrastructure project that will construct an airport for defense and civilian use, international container transshipment terminal, a township. It is facing legal challenges at the NGT and Calcutta High Court, and also which has jurisdiction on the Andaman and Nicobar Islands. So it is the agency that will implement this project is called as the Andaman and Nicobar Islands Integrated Development Corporation Limited, and this involves destruction of equatorial forests. So it's located at 6 degrees 45 minutes north, very very close to the equator. We have lush green equatorial forest here, and some tribes which do not have contact with the outside world, like the Shompans, Onjis, Nicobaris, Andamanis, etc. And so there is potential genocide of this tribe as well because of the violation of the legal safeguards. There is a lot of the area that's going to be deforested. Many species that are only native to this region will also be impacted. The project's location is also located in a very fragile earthquake prone zone, which has high risk under the earthquake map of India, and this will cause several consequences for the investment, infrastructure and environment as well. So these are some of the issues that I thought I should be discussing with you for September 15th. If you did like them, please do like, share and subscribe, and don't forget to comment at the end of the video. I shall see you in another new post for the most important topic of the day, and until then, it's very happy learning.